Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, October 28th. This is podcast number 7. I'm glad you're with me if you're here live. If we got some morning warriors, good morning, everyone. I am excited about the day, as I am every day. It's a new day. It's new every morning, after all. And no matter what happened yesterday, if you had some challenges yesterday, they were yesterday. Today's a new day. And at the same time, if you had some really good things yesterday, that's awesome, but it's still a new day, and you have to make new things happen every day. So I'm excited about the day. It's still dark outside here in Central West Virginia. Good morning, Bob and Patricia. Nice to have you along. I'm excited about the information I have this morning. I have to say it's kind of a slow news morning, I think. That's okay. I found some things. We're going to be talking about glowing bats and a Trojan horse this morning, about a couple other things. And I have a little story to tell you at the end that I think you're going to like. But anyway, before we get started, I want to mention again that I have a YouTube channel, and ultimately this live is probably going to be on YouTube, not on Facebook. So go to YouTube. Just search It's New Every Morning by Tim Koger, something like that. You can find my YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to it. That way it'll pop up early in the morning. But that's where I'm going to put this content. Good morning, Emily. I'll be putting this content on, but I'll also be putting other videos of things that I think might be useful to a lot of people. And some of the things that I know something about, and there's a lot of things I don't know much about, but for things that I know something about that I think that can help or encourage people, I'll be putting some other videos on my YouTube channel. So you'll definitely want to be a part of that. So let's jump into this. Like I said, I think it's kind of a slow news day, but I got a few stories here. So anyway, first of all, let's start with Hurricane Melissa, because it's expected to make landfill in Jamaica today. And it's a Category 5. It's a big storm. They're talking about 150 to 60 mile an hour winds. The news reports say that it will be the strongest system to hit Jamaica since 1851. Now, I don't know how they recorded in 1851, but that's the news story that I saw. So it's going to be a big deal for Jamaica. They're not used to this. Even though they're down there, they don't seem to have as many big storms, but this is a big one. My next story is about guided missiles. Now, not your normal guided missile. This is targeting tumor cells. So they found a new way to combat cancer. It's a European study through colleges. Their treatments are like a Trojan horse. If you don't know what a Trojan horse is, you can look that up later. I won't go through that, but basically it's a trick. And what they've figured out how to do, chemotherapy typically works from the outside in to the cancer cells. Well, they've figured out a way to take that chemotherapy and put it inside the tumor bad cells and work its magic to destroying the cancer cells from the inside out. What's so great about it is it doesn't hurt the good cells like some chemotherapy does. So there's a lot of promise in this, and as they continue to work toward eradicating cancer, I mean, that's what we want to get, because cancer is just a horrible thing, and everything that they're able to do better is better. And this sounds like it's real promising. So you'll hear more about this, and I'm sure there's stuff out there about it if you want to read more about it. My next story is about glow-in-the-dark bats. Yeah, bats. Okay, now, you may see decorations for Halloween here and there hanging up, with bats and stuff. And you may see, like fluorescent ones, that kind of thing. Well, actually, it's more accurate than you think. There's a new study at the University of Georgia where scientists confirmed that some North American bats glow under UV light. Now, I don't know that they really don't know why they glow. They're trying to figure that out, but they have shown that actually some bats are glowing. So yeah, I don't know. Stay tuned on that story if that interests you. Okay, so President Trump, we talk about him about every day because he's doing something about every day. He met with the Japanese Prime Minister, and they signed some framework agreements to secure critical minerals and rare earth stuff through mining and processing. You know, that stuff is a big deal. We talked about that some yesterday, and there are just so many. Lithium, for example, I think we talked about yesterday. You know, lithium is a rare mineral that is used for all rechargeable batteries now, or virtually all. I can't say all. And it's a big deal because they need it for cars. They need it for flashlights and everything they use rechargeable. Everything we use rechargeable batteries. I have a weed eater that's rechargeable. I mean, everything's rechargeable. You know, drills and everything. And so that's a big deal. And everybody needs it. And so they're finding new places and things like that. So anyway, that's that's an important story because we continue to sign agreements with many countries over mining and critical minerals, and also just trade as President Trump works his way through the world, making friends, and or if they're not making them, he's taking friends that were already there and improving our relationship, or sustaining it and things like that. So that's good stuff. Now that's really all the news I have this morning. I I do have a story I want to share with you. Sometimes we wonder as we go through life, and especially as you get older, you start wondering: is your life really going to make a difference? Has your life made a difference? Maybe I should say. And we don't really see all the people we affect and all the things we affect on the things that we do. We try to do things in a positive light. At least most of us do, and I hope all of us that's listening to this do. We try to make the world a better place. We try to make things better for our families, for our friends, but also for the world in general. And this story kind of brings some of that out to me anyway, and I'll read it. Don't know where I got it, sorry. Here we go. There was once an old farmer who spent his life working hard in rocky fields with his grandson by his side. Summer after summer, the boy would load rocks onto a flatbed trailer pulled by an old mule. No matter how much work they did, that field never produced a harvest. And all the time that boy was around, he never saw harvest. But of course, he went off and went on his own way. Well, that farmer passed away, and decades later, the grandson returned. To his astonishment, the once barren field was now overflowing with tall stalks of corn. He picked an ear and laid it on his grandfather's grave, and saying, "Granddad, you never saw this, but your generation picked up rocks so mine could eat corn." Good morning, Janet. So mine could eat corn. So, when that son was picking those rocks up, he had no idea what was going to be the future. And when his grandfather picked up rocks, because that was what they were doing. He was moving forward with that field. And of course, decades later, it was producing. And so when you're investing in people, when you're investing with grandchildren or children or friends or friends' children, when you're investing in people around you, you're doing that for the future as well as for current time. I mean, and so why don't we decide? And I know some people are going to watch this in the afternoon, and it's a little different watching it in the afternoon. Morning, Connie, because you're not here with us this morning. But why don't we, as a group, decide to go out and make the day better? Whether you're doing something physically, action to make a situation better, like picking up rocks in this example, or whether you just make people have a better day. Because there's a lot of people out there that are struggling. They're not having a good day. And you every day have a choice. Every day you get up, you have a choice on whether you want to make your day a good day or not. And you can make other people's days good. I mean, I love, I don't know if you've been around me a lot, but I love to make people smile. I mean, it's one of my goals every day. And when I'm out in public, I'm saying things, doing things, smiling. I'll say something to somebody because I want to see if I can make that person smile. I just want to make people smile, and it's kind of my goal. And so, it's a lot of times I'll see somebody in a store, especially if they're working or fast food or a restaurant or whatever, and you can tell by looking at them. Good morning, Darlene. Nice to have you. You can look at someone sometimes and tell they're not having a great day, and it's amazing how easy it is to take someone out of that mindset and put a smile on their face. But you have to be the one that does it. You don't have to be the one that does it, but you can be. And so I enjoy making people smile. And I'm hoping that you will join me today to help people smile. So, I know that sometimes that's hard to do, especially when you're struggling to smile. But I will tell you, it will brighten your day, because when you make someone smile, it helps make you smile inside. That's my experience anyway. There's nothing like making someone's day better to invigorate me to make my day better. So with that, I'm going to sign off today. You guys, don't forget YouTube. Check that channel out. I am going to start putting content on there besides this content. This content's going on there because on YouTube it stays forever. Facebook Live, it disappears after 90 days. So this will be saved. But I'm also going to, I'm going to put some stuff on there I think will help you in some different things. So I'm going to have some videos on there. And I'll start doing that in the next week or two besides this stuff. And I'll tell you all about it, what's going on there as it goes. But anyway, listen, you guys have a great day. I'm looking forward to doing this with you every morning. For you people that don't get up with us, that's okay. You can enjoy it any time of the day because Facebook Live will be there all day long. So listen, you guys take care. Have a blessed and wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.